We've done some things on cruises we would probably never do again. Our mistakes should help you save money and avoid any disappointment on your cruise. Well, ahoy there cruisers, we're Cruise with Ben and David. Please hit that subscribe button so we can produce more content for you. Number 1 is buying shore excursions. Now this is a really good one to save some money because they are so expensive, so we just choose not to do them anymore. Plus you're stuck to the schedule with loads of other cruises, stuck in a coach in lines waiting to do things. It's all planned and not flexible at all. And you really don't get an authentic experience because the experience has been designed to be done over and over again. Plus, doing it yourself in port is cheaper and more fun. We look on TripAdvisor for the top things to do in the places we visit, then we plan our day in advance. We need to know things about transport, so taxis, trains and buses, as well as things like local currency, and whether or not you've got to book attractions in port in advance. The most important thing though is to get back to the ship in time, because if you're late, the ship won't wait. Number 2, booking cruises during the summer vacation holidays. Oh, we've done this before and we just did not enjoy it. It was far too busy on board with so many kids, and they are much pricier too. So if you want to get a bargain or a cheaper cruise, don't cruise during any holidays. You're going to find much more people on board, like big families in cabins. So ships will be much busier because there'll be 4 people per cabin, where usually you'd get a lot more couples with less people on board. So you're going to be waiting for everything. There's going to be lines everywhere. It's going to be harder to book specialty dining, to get into theatres and things like that. And during the summer, especially in the Caribbean, it's going to be very hot and stormy with worse weather. So we prefer to cruise outside of the main holiday periods. It's quieter, cheaper, and we just enjoy it more. Number 3, choosing the right type of cabin. We've made so many mistakes where we booked below the Lido deck or near an entertainment venue, or even too far from the stairs and elevators. But we don't want to be too close to the stairs and elevators. We like to be around 6 or 7 cabins away, so it's nice and easy to walk to them. You don't want to get a cabin in a noisy environment, so somewhere close to the theatre or an entertainment venue like a bar, because you might have music and rehearsals and loud banging and noises, which is really horrible. And you don't want to be directly below the Lido deck either, so that's the top deck with the pools and the deck chairs, because you can hear deck chairs scraping, cleaning in the early hours of the morning as well, and you can even hear people walking and running, and you get a bit of vibration in your cabin, which isn't very pleasant. So what to do? Well, just look at the deck plan before you go. Look to either side of the cabin and the decks above and below, just to make sure there's nothing there that could make any noise. Number 4, again, we do this all the time, but we try and do everything on the first day, and it's just not a good idea. We've done it so many times and it's really exhausting. Plan ahead and do things on different days. Spread it out. Make sure you have time to relax and some me time. So don't try and cram everything into 1 or 2 days. A good tip is to do lots of the things like slides and activities on board in port, because the ships are so much quieter, because most people get off, so you can have much more time with less lines and less waiting about. Number 5, and this has got us into trouble in the past because we've almost missed a cruise due to flight delays. It's flying or travelling to the port of departure the day before. There could be things like flight delays or cancellations, or if you're driving from far away, traffic jams, accidents, rerouting, anything like that. Plus, by getting there the day before, it adds another day to your holiday and cruise vacation, which is really fantastic. And it leaves you with peace of mind, so you know there's going to be no stress the morning of the cruise. You can just take a nice leisurely walk or car journey to the port without any worries. It's a really nice thing to do. Number 6, we did this when we first started cruising, not budgeting for all of the extras you spend on board. Make a budget for onboard expenses and make sure you stick to it. There's lots of extras that you need to be aware of. Things such as drinks. If you don't buy the drinks package, they can be really expensive, $12, $13, then tax on top as well. Specialty dining, room service, the spa, spending money in the casino, extra pay activities and dinner shows, Wi-Fi, gratuities, and then you've got your spending money in ports as well. Just make sure you keep it all in mind so you're not shocked with a huge bill at the end of your cruise. Plus, most of these things are extras, all of the things we just listed. So if you do want to save money and cruise on a budget, that's possible too. And number 7, and we've learned the hard way with this one, is make sure that you turn on aeroplane mode when you're at sea, or at least turn off data roaming. When you get out at sea, your normal provider doesn't have a signal, so it switches to the ship's onboard cellular data provider, and oh my gosh, it's expensive. We've been hit by a huge £700 bill before. That's nearly $1,000. So if you're connected to the Wi-Fi and using the Wi-Fi on board, you just need to turn your data roaming off to make sure that you're not charged extra. If you're not using the data or the Wi-Fi, just turn it onto aeroplane mode to make sure. Because if you didn't know this, phones constantly update and automatically download emails and things in the background. So just make sure you turn it off, or as we said, use aeroplane mode when you're not at port. Once you're in port, you can find loads of places with free Wi-Fi, or just use the country's data there, which is usually a lot cheaper. Number 8 is one thing that we won't do very often or at all, is taking the lift / elevator, depending on what country you're in. If you're an able-bodied cruiser who can walk different stairs, it's really good exercise. Just think of all of the food you're going to be eating on the cruise, and it makes you feel less guilty about all of that food. So take the stairs when you can, because the elevators can be very crowded, and inevitably it stops at every single floor, taking longer than if you just walked. So we do like to take the stairs every time, and it makes us feel so much less guilt about all of that yummy cruise food. Number 9 is failing to book things in advance on the cruise. We've made this mistake before, and it can actually be quite costly. Things like drinks packages, Wi-Fi, and specialty dining is often cheaper when you book before online. You can usually find discounted rates compared to once you're on board. Royal Caribbean, for example, do deals every 3 months or so it's worth logging into your cruise planner to see if there are any deals. Restaurants can sell out too, so to avoid disappointment, we recommend booking in advance. And spa times can sell out, and things like the retreat area on Princess cruises or P&O cruises, they can sell out very quickly too. And we really recommend doing things like specialty dining, so make sure you get it booked in advance with a package of 2 or 3 dining restaurants, because you can save lots of money compared to when you're on board. And finally, number 10, we are not going to take cruising for advantage anymore. It's been a long 14 months for most people since cruising stopped all the way back in March 2020. So take it all in and enjoy every single moment. Do as much as you can and have as much fun as you can. Meet new people and talk to crew and just enjoy every single moment. Make memories that last a lifetime, because we never know when our next cruise will be. We don't know if there's going to be another outbreak or something to stop cruising again. So we've just got to enjoy every single moment. Thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Please do hit that subscribe button. It helps us create so much more content for you. And please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps us out too. And a big thank you to all of our patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thanks for all of the support. We do a Zoom call every month. We're going to be doing some live shows soon as well as giving you postcards and extra special behind the scenes episodes. Our captain of the week is Rob. So ahoy there, Rob. That's it till next time. Happy cruising.